I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And right away, he lost the football. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action. Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Phillips showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
2nd and 7.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 33. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Mariota. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A first down carry here for Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play fake. Mariota. And this is Shepard on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive.
A first down throw for Mariota.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to keep this again.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got Smith here.
And he's got room. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Christian Barmore. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Patriots going to use one of their time. Timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 9.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill, kill, kill.
Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany.
And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Watson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he goes out right around the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Hall. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, Mariota
Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Now Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6. Here's Watson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there, because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota on the keeper. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 86 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Quick throw out wide from Mariota. Touchdown, Patriots! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. Now a first down throw, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. To throw, Mariota.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On first down, Watson. And his passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
New England on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That one goes for 8 yards. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Johnson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing here, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, God.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Gets past one man. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kerryon Johnson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
All day, all day.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball